So, welcome back. Keeping on this Ukimi-wazas, our falling techniques, I'm going to look at our forward rolls, and I might actually throw in the backward rolls into this same video. Forward rolls is probably one of my favorite falls. I think it's one of the easiest falls once you get used to it, but it definitely is one of the hardest to get used to in the first place. Some people will roll first time, no questions, no problems. We won't even have to have a conversation about it. Other people, I have had full classes, multiple classes, privates, etc., just to get them past the roll in the first place. So what I found's worked out the best for me is starting from the knees, kind of in a bit of a triangle position. If I'm headed this way, I'm going to take the arm, the leg and arm that are forward, and I'm going to come through my own leg on this. So as I come through, so I'm looking. Arm comes down, nose follows fingertip, so that I look over that shoulder. As I do, my hips are not terribly open, so as I do, my butt starts to come off the ground, and that leg starts to come up, which is good, because I'm going to use that leg, and I'm going to kick it straight over my head. I'm going to come down, I'm going to come up, this leg is going to go straight over my head, and I'm going to roll through. Looking at the camera, here, I can make a little triangle. I know a lot of people like to start from here. I find this to be a bit easier, so I have a little bit of momentum. Comes through, comes up. This foot's going to kick up and over. I roll this leg under so that I can clear it. If I don't roll this leg under, we'll try. See if I can do that. I'm going to end up in the break fall, which is perfectly fine as well. So from here, I come through, and we'll see I'm in that side break fall position again. Again, I want this leg to stay up, so I'm not clacking my ankles or my knees together. This foot's going to brace and stop me. That's sort of the first position of it. That's we'll call it the easiest position. The other way that's similar to that is we start with this knee up, and we're going to dive this through. So I'm going to roll my weight over this knee so that it comes down, and I have a little bit more momentum. And I can roll myself up, or I'm going to roll myself through into that break fall. We'll call it the second stage. This is a little bit more traditional. We make that triangle on the ground, or again, I can come through if I want, but I can start from here. I'm going to collapse this front knee down, come all the way up and over. You'll notice my back leg is still the leg that's pushing me up and over. I'm not turning my butt out. If I don't do the break fall version, if I roll through, I'm here, collapsing in. I should be able to pop right back up and out. Facing forward on this, making my diamond, put my hand down, I'm bringing this foot through. There's my break fall. You'll also notice I'm tucking my chin. I always tuck my chin behind my shoulder, not necessarily straight on these sides. So I'm here, diamond, through, right up. I can base break back out and come up. The last step of it is, well, standing or walking version of it. I can start from up here. For the standing version, I like to think I'm sweeping this hand through. Now I am tucking my head as I sweep this hand through. Tuck the head. We can still make the diamond, or we can just do the one-handed. That's up to you. I'm tucking this through. I'm bending this knee, and I'm going to look to my back foot. Look, and through. I'm not bouncing my head off the ground. I'm trying to roll from shoulder to like kidney area probably. I'm coming forward, through, and up. The break fall of this is I'm coming through and up. This one shouldn't hurt. This one shouldn't feel bad. So a couple little troubleshooting things. What we see a lot, especially with the kids, is they'll start here, they'll even start up higher, and what they'll do is they'll come through, and they'll roll out, and then they'll come up. So when they start to come up higher, they go around, or they go around. It's okay. That one doesn't really hurt. The ground will usually tell you if something's going to hurt, but that's because as they start to come forward, they push their butt out to the side, and then as they come through, they turn. So instead of coming up and over this back leg, they come out and around. Even at speed, even on pavement, that's not necessarily a bad fall. You will see skateboarders do that fall all the time off of some pretty big heights, and they bounce out of it no problem. I don't like it as much because it puts my knees and elbows and things that get scraped up and hurt on the ground for more time than I like, and I come out of it a lot slower. So I like to really make sure I'm focusing on kicking this back leg up and over to avoid my butt coming out to the side. The other one that sometimes you'll notice is people will come up and go square, and they'll drive their head straight in the ground. Don't do that. Just don't do it. So we think about the somersault. We think, oh, we go to here. We go, oh, we go to here. And then we come over. Now there's two ways to do that. There's the pogo stick way that hurts, and there's the I lifted myself all the way over, and which hurts. Or there's an actual somersault, which is okay. I'm looking to really make sure I go over one shoulder or the other with this break fall. This is, in a lot of regards, it's somebody pulling me up over the top of them. It's somebody blocking my knee or my leg and causing me to fall. Or, from a non-self-defense standpoint, it's me tripping on something. This is the fall I use when I catch my toe on a curb. This is the fall you use when you step on, a kid's toy and you decide to dive across the room. This is that fall that I find that I use more than any other fall, is this forward roll. It's nice, get very, very comfortable with it from the ground before you try to do it from standing. Standing is great, standing is where we want to be, and we really want to be at a point where we can do this at a little bit of a higher speed. And you'll see I don't necessarily need to put my hands to come through. It should feel perfectly fine when you do this. It is a perfectly safe fall once you get it down. Until you do, it is not a safe fall. There's a lot of room for error. There's a lot of ways you can hurt yourself with this fall. So be careful with it. Have somebody help you out with it. Go see an instructor if you're just learning it for the first time. And I hope that this video helps out.